So 2 homes ago, we were living in a little 1,300 square foot, 3-bedroom house. And we had, oh my gosh, it was at least 15 people over every single week for a home group through our church.
Oh, that's true.
And so, and it was all of the couples and all of the couples' kids. And we had so much fun.
Oh, blast.
And we loved it. And that was a really intentional choice for us too, because when we moved out here, we were moving away from all of our family.
Yeah.
And so we knew we needed to build community and we needed to build it quick. And so pretty much immediately when we moved out here.
We did build it quick.
and that community we built was
awesome.
So life-giving for that season.
It was.
I don't know how I would have made it through that season without that group of people.
Yeah.
So I'd really encourage you, even if you have a small house that you think is too small to have people, as long as you're making people feel loved and welcome, they want to be in your home. They don't care what it looks like. Welcome back to another episode of the Married with Muchicas podcast. We are so excited that you're here. We are Richard and Haley Muchica. We have been married for 12 years, got 4 kids. We run a home-based business. We homeschool. We're at the very beginning stages of starting a homestead, all of the other fun home things.
Yes.
And we're just here because we love marriage, we love being married, and we want to see marriages thrive. So our slogan here on this show is building a marriage that you love coming home to.
That you love coming home to.
Because as much as we love home, ultimately at the end of the day, home is your spouse and it's your family.
That's right.
And where you are doesn't matter.
That's right. We want to see them thrive.
Yes, we want to see them thrive. So we're excited to be here today. Last week on the podcast, we talked about how feminism is failing women.
Oh, man.
And I mean,
It was a stinger. It was a stinger. It was the truth.
It was the truth. It really was. So
yes. We got some good
definitely
comments.
some hot takes.
Some hot takes. We also got some good feedback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of good feedback.
And that's what they say. If you run like the middle of the road where everyone's kind of like,
yeah,
they're cool. Like nobody loves you, but nobody hates you. You don't really want to run the middle of the road. Like,
yeah. I find it very fascinating though. It's like that people would take the time to hate on you. You know,
it is interesting.
It's got to strike a chord somewhere. Like, why would you care if it's really that outlandish? Why would you care? It's like,
especially because like it's social media. You know, like if if you don't agree with something, like just like slide to the next thing. Like to take the time. Although I will say,
skip it.
I will say some comments are very, very thoughtful, and I do enjoy engaging with those.
They challenge us, but in a very engaging and thoughtful way,
or just like a different perspective. I'm like, okay, like I enjoy that. It's the ones 100%. That are like just nasty that I'm kind of like, man, you took time out of your day to write that.
It's like, dude,
it's wild.
We got a lot of dudes involved this last one. All right, wait, no, when was that? Yeah, what was the last reel that we got? A lot of dudes
it was the one about women not working.
Oh, women.
Men didn't love that one.
Yeah,
I got some heat from the men on that one.
We got some.
That's
heat.
Okay.
But we're sitting here. We got our Starbucks because you know that we love our Starbucks. And just a fun fact that I think everybody should know. Haley, we walked into the podcast studio, and I'm not joking when I say this. Haley said, "Can you do me a favor real quick?"
Oh my gosh.
I said, "What?"
Richard.
I said, "What?" She's like, "Can you lift up your shirt so I can smell your chest?"
Okay.
she literally just did that today. And I'm going to leave you with this.
This makes it even weirder.
I'm going to leave you with this. She was disappointed because I played golf today and I didn't sweat enough to make the smell come.
This was like...
This is interesting, huh?
Not supposed to be part of the podcast.
Woo, you're going to have to explain
I'm not even going to explain it. I'm not even going to try. But it is true. It did happen.
That's too funny. You can't make that up.
So before we get into today's episode and what we're talking about.
Yeah. A little update on the what we're creating. It's getting closer. It's getting closer.
Oh my
We've had
gosh.
a couple marriages use the actual thing and give us some feedback.
Yes.
And so far it's been cool.
So
and by the way, we are using this ourselves. Like this is going to be a cool tool, not for just every married couple, but also for us.
Yes.
So it's like we almost built a thing that we need, but if we need it, then everybody needs it.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty fired up.
Yeah, we're getting pretty darn close to ready to
We are getting close.
roll it out.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else fun happen this week for you?
Well, we got the new house. We got Thanksgiving tomorrow. We've been getting ready for Thanksgiving. We've got the whole family coming over. So of course we've been trying to get the house up to speed. But besides that, man, what have we been up to? It feels like it's been kind of very busy.
Hectic, yeah.
Hectic, yeah. A lot of things going on, different priorities, this, that. And I'll tell you what. So look, we now live on land, right? We have 5.5 acres. I used to get on average about 6,000 steps a day. I have now doubled that on average. So I'm getting 12 to 14,000 steps a day, like at least. And it's not because I'm doing anything crazy. I'm just walking from this part of the property to that part of the property. I have to go pick up a piece of trash. Well, picking up a piece of trash is like a long way.
It's a lot of steps, yeah.
It's a lot of steps. So anyways, I'm getting my health. I've been eating a lot too.
Yes. Got to make up for it.
I'm sure the audience want to know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all exciting. So we're, like you said, we're hosting Thanksgiving tomorrow for the first time ever.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a pretty big deal. I'm pretty excited about it.
It's a biggie.
The biggie. And Richard insisted we could not miss a week of the podcast. So here we are on Wednesday night before Thanksgiving.
Trying to keep it consistent.
Getting it going.
We can because we don't have any, but just to let you know, we don't have any backlog.
Yeah, we're
like on week to week right now.
Week to week. Which we really try not to do, but that's where we're at right now.
Yeah. What's the topic?
So our topic today, in the spirit of the holidays coming up, is hospitality. And it's not going to be hospitality. So if you guys are watching live with us, please just know that if you have questions or comments live, go ahead and throw them in there, and I'm going to do my best to try to read those and respond to those too. So it could be as interactive as possible. But other than that, so it's not going to be hospitality in the sense of like tips and tricks and when to put the butter out to soften and that kind of stuff, because I'm not an expert in those things. Planning a dinner party, I'm not like the expert there. But what we're going to be talking about is the heart of hospitality and bringing people into your home, no matter what your home situation is, whether it's a 1,300 square foot little tiny home to an apartment or 5.5 acres. Like, you can bring people into your home.
It doesn't matter.
And so we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's the real. And my vision really is like, I want people in the kitchen tomorrow cooking their Thanksgiving dinner and like listening to this podcast. That's like how I'm envisioning it.
Yeah.
And getting their heart in the right place for their family to come.
100%. So I'm going to lead with this because this is what you did for me. So I come from a family where we did a lot of events. Okay. And my mom, I mean, God bless her heart, she would just dial in the house. Like, our house was always dialed in. People were coming over. I would get going, vacuums going, every piece of trash off the floor. It's like, it's go time. Like, people are coming over. We got to get the house ready, right? And so because of that, we always had a pristine house, and it always looked beautiful, but it was also added a little bit of stress, right? Because it was like, dude, it has to be perfect. Now, when I met you radically changed that for me. I honestly, having people over with you is like such a breeze. I don't feel the pressure. I'm like,
oh, that's good.
Oh my gosh, like this is a totally different experience. Not to say how our family did it is wrong. It was just a different experience. And you were so intentional. You told me, you're like, Rich, I don't want to do the whole perfect thing. I don't want to do that. What I am most concerned about is, how do the people feel when they walk in the door, and how are we able to love on them like best, right? And when you told me this, I was like, dude, that's a different perspective of hospitality. And I'll tell you this: we have people coming over tomorrow, and this is how I know you believe what you're saying. Tomorrow we have people coming over. There's a huge box of stuff by the trampoline in the backyard, and it's bugging the crap out of me. And then besides that, there's more trash over there, and I know you've seen it, but you have not told me to move it. And I'm like, why has she not? This bothers me. I got to move this. I'm more of the I want everything to look perfect. Yeah. That's how I think naturally. But you have really transformed my mindset on this.
Well, I really, 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 very intentionally try to keep myself in check of like making sure that my mission and my goal is not to impress people. That is not why I want to have people into my home. Is not so I can show them what I can do. I want, I really genuinely, I want to have people over because I want to love them. I want to bless them. I want them to feel like they have a cozy, comfortable place where they're wanted. And then the other side of that is, not only do I want the people coming into our home to feel that way, I want to make sure the people that live in our home enjoy the process as well. Like, I don't want to be so strung out and frustrated and going a million miles a minute that our kids hate the holidays.
I know, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
100%.
and like my mom hosted every holiday when I was growing up. And I remember kind of feeling like
Yeah, a little frantic.
a little frantic,
A
you
little
know?
frantic,
And
100%.
And I'm sure our kids feel a little bit of that because it is a lot of work. Like having
It is.
gatherings is a lot of work. But I try to be very, very mindful of not only the people that are coming will enjoy themselves, but the people who live there will enjoy the process as well.
Yes. Yeah. And so I'm gonna tell you this story because I think you do a great job at this. I used to go to my grandma's house every year for Christmas Eve. Okay. I mean, is that what it is? Yeah. Christmas Eve. And Grandma Mujica, right? Great time. We had a fantastic time. But this is what I actually remember from this. So she had a part in the home that we did like most of our discussions in, right? And this part of the home was very homey. It looked like a home, right? But then she had another part of the home that was like a second living room. And this living room was pristine.
Yeah, nobody touched
It was like,
anything.
This was the nice living room, right? Like where everything was put away, everything was organized. But I remember the feeling that I got.
Yeah, that's not comfortable.
And the feeling I got was like, don't touch anything. It's like, just sit here, be good, but like, just look at it and it's nice, but don't get too comfortable.
Right.
You know? And so I think sometimes it can backfire on people because if it's too pretty, it's too perfect, people are like, oh, it looks great, but like, I don't want to mess things up. I don't want to touch things.
Absolutely.
And you lose that hospitable vibe because it's not warm. It's not real.
Yeah, it's like a museum.
It's like a museum. It's like, oh, cool to look at it, but don't just look at it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I think the atmosphere of the other, where it's like, hey, it's a little bit more real, it's a little bit more raw, but I think it's more inviting.
Right. Like, hey, you can move the pillow, you can use the blanket.
You can use the blanket. Yes. A family lives here.
Yes.
Like we live here. It's not.
And that's what I try to remind myself because I'll have your mom come over to like help me get ready for this stuff. And her tendency can be a little bit like over perfection where I have to remind myself like, no, people live here and it's allowed to look like people live here. Like it doesn't have to look like we don't live here.
Yes.
You know, and I am okay with that. I realize some people have a hard time with that. I really am okay with that.
100%.
But the other thing that makes me a little bit nervous is Justin, our brother-in-law.
Oh, Big J.
I know he's a perfectionist, and so I'm always kind of trying to look at it through Justin's eyes, like, oh, is he going to notice the fur that's like stuck behind that plant? Like he probably will, so I should vacuum that up. I always am like, what would Justin notice?
What would Jay know? It's such a good point because he is so observant. He'll know. He'll know if there's like a fly on the couch.
Yeah.
You know that shouldn't be there.
But so when we talked last week, and we had talked about doing this podcast, you had mentioned a book that you were Unreasonable Hospitality.
By the way, I haven't read the book.
I did. I told you I would.
Yeah, you brought it,
and I did. No.
Oh, I
my
thought you
shoe
were
fell off.
Oh, I thought you were bringing.
But Unreasonable Hospitality.
Yeah.
So I read it, and it was a great book. I really enjoyed it. I will say it's definitely a business book. That's probably why it was more in your world and more of your sphere than mine, which I was kind of like, wow, a hospitality book that you know about that I don't. Like, that's interesting.
Well, I mean, you literally said, hey, the podcast is going to be hospitality. And I was like, oh.
Unreasonable? Honestly, it was a great book. And I think every business owner, every mom, anybody who manages people should read it because it was a really good book.
Yeah. It's got some good principles in it.
Some really good principles, just as far as like giving people ownership of things, being a collaborator, listening to people's ideas. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
But another book that I listened to this week that I didn't finish because it's like 11 hours long, but I would say for women, especially if you are welcoming people into your home, it's called The Life-Giving Home by Sally Clarkson. Phenomenal book in the realm.
Don't confuse it with Kelly Clarkson.
No, her grandma. But phenomenal book in the realm of hospitality and bringing people into your home and welcoming them.
So you read that one too?
Excellent read. Yes. Okay. I read probably half of it, but I've read it before. But that's a really good one. So read Unreasonable Hospitality, but also read The Life-Giving Home.
Yeah, I agree.
So like you said, now we're on land. So we have plenty of space to have as many people as we want over.
Yep.
That wasn't always the case for us.
No.
But hospitality has always been a priority for our family. Mm-hmm. So 2 homes ago, we were living in a little 1,300 square foot, 3-bedroom house. And we had, oh my gosh, it was at least 15 people over every single week for a home group through our church.
Oh, that's true.
And so, it was all of the couples and all of the couples' kids. And we had so much fun.
Oh, blast.
And we loved it. And that was a really intentional choice for us too, because when we moved out here, we were moving away from all of our family.
Yeah.
And so we knew we needed to build community and we needed to build it quick. And so pretty much immediately when we moved out here.
We did build it quick.
and that community we built was
awesome.
So life-giving for that season.
It was.
Like, I don't know how I would have made it through that season without that group of people.
Yeah.
So I'd really encourage you, even if you have a small house that you think is too small to have people, as long as you're making people feel loved and welcome, they want to be in your home. They don't care what it looks like.
You had a great
start.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I said, no, you had a great line when we were driving here. You said, my goal has always been not to impress others, but to bless others. And I think that's just a great framework.
Well,
for most people.
it's the difference between entertaining and hospitality.
Yeah.
Entertaining aims to impress people.
Yeah.
Hospitality aims to bless people. And so, and not even necessarily that one or the other is wrong, but I think you have to know which one you're doing. You know, like,
That's right.
If entertaining is your goal, then cool, go all in with that and know that that's what you're doing. But don't fool yourself into thinking that you're being hospitable, because you're not. It's about you. It's not about the people coming.
That's right.
You know, but if you want to do that, own that. That's whatever.
Yep.
But for me, hospitality is the goal.
And during that season when we had all these people come over, and it was every week, literally
every single week.
every week. And we were actually, busy with a lot of things during that season too, like everybody.
Yeah, we're always busy.
But I never remember feeling stressed out about it. I don't remember. It was just like people were coming. We would, was it a stressful season? I don't remember. It being super stressful.
And like the kids were all really little. I think we had, but when we started doing it, Armor was only like 6 weeks old, and Riker was not even 2 yet. And
all the kids would come too. That was
that's
the
what
crazy
I was
part.
saying. And Riker, I think, was the oldest of all the kids in the group.
How many kids were there total? There was
oh my gosh! So we ended up with 4. Another couple ended up with 3. Another couple ended up with 4.
Think about this real quick. We're in a 1,200 square foot built house, but really our living room was only like 500 square feet.
And the kids were all little.
And the kids were running around. It was great times.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
We tried the very, very first study to hire a babysitter. Remember, and all the parents were supposed to pitch in. And the kids were just so little. Like if you had older kids, maybe it would work. But like they were so little, they only wanted their mom and dad, So it was like we literally just had them in the living room with us.
Babysitter didn't call you back.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You can't pay me enough to.
It was a lot of kids.
Oh man, that's true.
But that's just to say, like like you're saying, it doesn't have to look perfect.
It really doesn't.
To do it,
It doesn't.
And it's so good for you, and it's so good for your family. And that was one thing I also felt really strong about. So that season when we were having people into our home, it was for a Bible study, and I just remember feeling like I want my kids to know what it looks like to live in community, to have people into your home, to make Bible study a priority for your family in the real world, in a real life, not in a perfect life, because they're not going to grow up and have that either. I want them to know what it looks like in reality. Yeah. So we've got to model this for them, and I felt like we did
100%.
that, and I loved it.
I loved it, and you know what? Like if anybody's listening to this, and when we started this Bible study thing, you said, "Babes, let's go and let's like apply to be a Bible study leader." I was so nervous. Yeah. I was like, "Babes." In my mind, I was thinking, no way. We are not doing that. I have no idea what I'm doing. What are we going to talk about? I'm not going to lead. Like, what am I going to say at these Bible studies? Like, these are all the fears that were coming up in my head. And I remember we went to the Bible study thing. We got introduced to other couples. The whole time I'm freaked out. And then we start this Bible study, and it ended up being the best thing in the world.
It was.
So I want this to be an encouragement to those out there thinking like, I could never do a Bible study. Like, that is totally not me. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you were thinking like this.
Oh, totally.
But I was just so nervous about it. And but guess what? We met people. We had great relationships.
Some of the best people.
And it's just because we took that one little leap of faith. But I would encourage anybody out there, like if you're just thinking, oh my gosh, this whole hospitality thing, this whole Bible, like just try it. Just give it a try.
And like
don't stress out about it. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be perfect.
It doesn't have to be super intimidating either.
And I think I think they appreciated how real it was. Just like, dude, we come over and kids everywhere, mess everywhere, people like dogs.
It was a very real home.
Dogs going crazy, but it was fun.
It was so fun.
And again, I still didn't know what I was going to talk about, but we figured it out.
Well, and that's the thing I was going to say is like, it wasn't like we had a sermon prepared every week and we just stood there and gave a sermon to these couples. Like we went through books together.
We went through books. That's right.
Or we would watch series on the TV. Like we'd
pastor,
picked a pastor that we liked and we would watch a couple sermons
and then have
or whatever.
some commentary on it or questions on it. Yeah, it was great.
So you don't have to like have a theology degree to just start.
Just start. It's great advice.
I've also back when we were in La Puente, even before we moved out here, I remember we were pretty young when we had kids, and I remember looking. So I just went on Facebook and I found other girls that I had grown up who had kids already. And I was like, hey, I'm having a bunch of moms over. I haven't seen you in a while, but hey, if you might want to come hang out with some moms. And I think I had maybe 6 or 7 girls show up with their babies, and we just hung out, and it was so fun. And one of those girls ended up. It just so happened that they moved out here the same week we did.
I think I remember this.
It was just the craziest thing. And so she ended up being my best friend for years.
That's crazy. And you're probably super nervous because you're probably, I don't know what I'm going to talk about.
I'm
I have
not
no
an
idea
outgoing person.
No, you're definitely not.
I'm not an extroverted outgoing person. So if I can do it, anybody
Haley's
can do
hardcore introvert.
I'm a hardcore introvert, but I also knew I needed community. What?
No, we have a company Christmas party that we do, or a company event every year that we do. And it's a 2-day event. And my wife, after this event, she's out for a week.
I'm exhausted.
She won't talk to me. She won't talk to nobody. She's like, dude, I'm tapped out. But it's seriously because it drains. It drains your energy.
And this is totally not what this podcast is about. But that's what I think people need to understand about introversion is that it doesn't mean that I don't love people. Introverts can love people, and I love people.
You really do.
The only thing it means is that kind of community is just really exhausting to me. So I need some time by myself after to recharge. But some people think introverts just don't like people. That's not true at all. I love people. So that event
Stay
that
away
we do,
from this shark.
That event, I'm exhausted after for a week, but it's one of my favorite events of the year. I love it so much. So I think that's important.
Yeah, for sure.
So how have you taken on your role in hospitality? How have you felt about it? Because obviously it maybe kind of seems like more of a feminine trait.
Thing? Yeah.
But it requires a lot of work on your behalf too. And to welcome people into your home. We know a couple who the wife would probably love to have people over more often and the husband's not into it. So they don't do it.
Yeah.
So you have to be very on board too. How do you feel about it?
Well, I feel good about it. And here's what I'll say. I think more couples should be hospitable and have people over for the one simple reason is I think it promotes teamwork within the marriage. Mm-hmm. 2 people have to get on the same page and you have to get ready for guests to come over in some capacity, right? And now you guys get to do it together. So it's like a team building event. It's how I look at it. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like every time that we host people or we do an event or we do a Thanksgiving, what happens in our relationship, I think it automatically just gets a little bit stronger in that.
We work really well together.
Yeah, because we work as a team. And it's okay, hey, we have to maybe delegate this. Hey, what about food? What about this? Whatever the coordination might look like. And now we're talking, we're communicating, and we're preparing together. So I think that's one of the cool things about hospitality as a married couple, to do it more is you are now building your team.
Yeah. I also think hospitality really promotes selflessness.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. For sure.
And you're doing all of this for other people,
Yes.
And so I think that's really good for you. And I would argue that Christians are required to show hospitality in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, absolutely. Now, the caveat on that too is if you have kids, oh my gosh, it's so great to do it.
Yes.
Because what are you showing them? You're showing them how to love on people. You're showing them how to be generous
how to think about
people.
other people.
How to think about other people. How to be, more selfless in situations and how to deal with and interact with others and how do you have those conversations? I think for kids, especially, it's super important.
Yeah. And I would really encourage people, get your kids involved. Don't just get them out of the way so that you can be hospitable.
Oh yeah.
Have them go in the yard with a trash bag and pick up the trash. Yeah. Have them go.
Family team building event.
Yes. Have them go collect all the trash from all the trash cans. Have them go make sure there's toilet paper in all the bathrooms. Have them go make sure all the bathrooms have a hand towel. Your kids can be included in a lot of things. And it takes maybe more effort on your part. And you've got to kind of walk alongside them and make sure it's done and make sure they know how to do it. And sometimes it's easier to just do things on our own, but that's not teaching. That's not parenting. You've got to bring them along for that.
100%. Yeah. Well, I'll give you the 3 Bs.
Let's hear them.
Want to hear the 3 Bs?
I do.
It's a 3B framework for hospitality. So 3 ways you can bless people. So it's when you are hospitable and you do have people over and you're giving people time and attention, you can bless them with your home. That's one way that you bless them, right? The second way that you can bless them is with your attention. So now, the more attention somebody you give somebody, the more they feel heard and seen, which everybody wants. And then you can also bless them with your atmosphere. So you can be present with them. You can show them warmth. And I think that's kind of a cool thing. So you can bless them with your home, bless them with your attention, and bless them with your atmosphere.
And so, light a candle. And that, like, if you are hosting people tomorrow for Thanksgiving, like, try to not be so busy in the hustle and bustle that you don't stop and look at the people in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, stop and have some conversations. Like, don't be so busy that you miss the people.
Yeah, that's it. That's the Holy Grail. That's
right?
the Holy Grail.
Don't forget the point.
Yeah. And if you look at Jesus, I mean, think about Jesus, right? Like, it was probably the most messy way that he did it. It was nothing about what Jesus did when he was on earth was perfect.
No.
But what he thought about was just, how can I reach people? How can I get in front of more people and just bless others?
Yeah.
But not in a very pretty way.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it's a great point.
Okay. So I remembered what I was going to say. And this is going back to what we were talking about a few minutes ago, but it just popped back into my mind. And that hospitality does not have to be expensive. And I remember one thing that we did a couple of years ago was we hosted a baked potato bar. And it was like a back to school. We like went and dropped off invitations at all our neighbors. And we just had baked potatoes and all the fixings. And it cost next to nothing. Yep. And that was a really fun way. That I also used to have a lady that used to do a corn bar. So she would just grill a bunch of corn and have a whole bunch of stuff. And like, so it doesn't have to be
it definitely doesn't.
Super expensive. You don't have to hire a caterer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. So here, I'll give you the 5 reasons most people don't want to be hospital or like the 5 things they're worried about. Number 1 is they fear judgment. People come over, oh, it's not nice enough, this, that.
Which I think very rarely happens.
Yeah.
And those people you don't really need to care about anyway.
They play the comparison game. Oh, well, this home is better than ours. They're going to want to go over there versus ours. We're too busy. That's a big one, right? It's like, wow, life's just X, Y, and Z. Our house isn't nice enough. And then our life is just, it's the same as busy, but our life is just too chaotic right now. 5 reasons why people don't.
Yeah.
But here's a quote. Hospitality isn't about having the right environment. It's about having the right heart.
Right. And that's what I was going to say is that like people want to feel the warmth and they want to feel the welcome. I don't think they care how big your house is or how perfect it is. They just want to be welcome. There's a lot of places in the world that don't feel warm. If you can offer people warmth.
There's something about that.
Yeah.
Because, how many times have you been in a home where you're like, just something feels off? But how many times have you been in a home where you can just feel the warmth? Something's just a little bit different about this home.
Right. And I will say cleanliness is an aspect of that. So I'm not saying it's very, very important to have a clean home because a dirty, stinky home is not comfortable for anybody.
Yeah, 100%.
But it doesn't require a perfect home.
It doesn't. You remember our coach, Steven? Yeah.
Tiny little house.
We had a tiny, tiny little house.
Tiny little
house. But you could
house.
feel the love in that house.
Oh my gosh. All secondhand furniture. Nothing nice about it.
Nothing nice about it.
But so lovely.
So lovely. Like they came and
we
talked to them for probably 4 hours that night.
We stayed till like 11 o'clock. I had no idea it was that late.
In this tiny little area.
But you could just tell that they wanted us there.
They wanted us
there.
We
were so welcome.
They are one of the perfect examples of this.
They are.
They wanted to just bless us and they fed us.
And they did.
And they talked to us and they asked us questions about our marriage and what we want. And it was just a lovely time.
It was wonderful.
And a very not nice house. I mean, it was not a nice, look, it's nice.
Cute house,
a very cute house, but it was nothing special about this,
fancy.
nothing fancy. But man, I remember walking out of there feeling, dude, that was a great time.
Yeah, I felt loved on.
I felt loved on. I think that was a perfect example.
That is a perfect example.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the most hospitable things I can remember.
It was. And they were so happy.
They were
You see how happy they were? And then their kids were in the other room. Our boys went over and they're in this, in their room over there.
Their kids were great.
And it was just a great time.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. So I guess sorry, I still have this annoying cough. That's the bottom line is if you're hosting tomorrow or any other time in your life or maybe for Christmas or whatever, I just would really encourage you to keep your heart in check. Make sure your goal is not to impress people, but it's to bless people and offer them warmth, offer them welcome, offer them a place of belonging. And you've won the day if you can do that.
And you've won the day.
Do you have a bottom line for us?
I think you said it best. Don't impress, try to bless. And I think people can really feel authenticity. So it's like if people are coming over, I think the only thing you have to do is just be real.
Yeah. Forget perfection.
Yeah.
Nobody wants perfection.
Nobody wants it. And guess what? If you're a person that loves others, they will feel it.
Yeah.
They will feel it. And no matter what, I truly believe this, no matter what type of, how your house looks, how tiny it might be, how downgraded it might feel to you, if people come over and you show them the love that you have for them, they will walk out of that house feeling like, oh my gosh, I had one of the best nights, days ever in this house.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a special moment that anybody can create.
Yeah. Light a candle, fold the blankets on the couch, mop the floor, like do all the things you got to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And then go enjoy your people.
Go enjoy your people. Yeah. And with the holidays coming up, you said it best. I mean, look, we get stressed. Everybody gets stressed. But I would say try to put that behind you and just realize it's about the people.
Yes. And don't overly focus on the people that are coming. Make sure you're also prioritizing the people that live with you and that live there.
That's right.
And that you're not making it unenjoyable for them.
That's right. Husband, kids, wife. Oh, it's so fun. You get to do the family thing together.
It should be fun.
The family unit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, it should be fun. Perfect. I hope you guys all have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, ma'am.
We are very thankful for all of you. And
Thank
I
you
am thankful for you.
Very thankful.
And enjoy.
Hey, leave a review on the podcast. Share it with other married couples that would get value out of the podcast. That's one of the best ways that we can grow this bad boy is by you guys sharing it with others. So
yes, and we've had some crazy growth over the last couple of weeks. It's been
crazy growth.
So fun and so exciting. This message is getting out there.
Yes. That was after about 7 months of just and that's just the way traction.
It goes, right? That's just like literally, I mean, whatever, you guys don't care about this side of things, but 7 months of like just doing our thing and then just one day it gets out there.
Jabang.
That's all it
Nobody
takes.
say anything?
No, no.
Okay, cool.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Sweet. Love you.
Love you.
See you next time.